The War on Austria. After the French citizens revolted in 1789 through 1799, France was in a weakened state. Their economy was failing due to the debt from supporting the Americans in the American Revolution. On top of that, the revolutionaries were becoming corrupt. The National Convention was arguing amongst each other. There were many bordering countries that noticed the state France was in. Austria was a country that was closely watching over France. They had been keeping a close eye over France ever since the revolution started. Since France's new government was weak, Austria knew if they defeated France, the French monarchy could be restored. The European monarchies were afraid of the French Revolution because it could inspire their own people to revolt and overthrow the other monarchy. Meanwhile, in France, two groups called the reactionaries and the revolutionaries were forming. Both groups wanted to go to war, but each group had different reasons. The reactionaries were a group of people who wanted war because they thought the new government would be easily defeated and the old regime would return. The revolutionaries wanted war because they thought war would unify everyone. They wanted to spread revolutionary ideas. When Queen Antoinette was in prison, she sent letters over to the King of Austria. The Austrian king had been receiving intel from Antoinette regarding France's state and the military's actions. The Austrian king, Francis II, saw an appropriate opening and decided to make his move. In 1792, with the help from the Prussian army, the Austrian king sent troops over to invade France. Since France had just had a civil war, the army was very weak. They had very few troops, and the nobles who were officers left because they lost their power due to the revolution. In response, about 400,000 men and women joined the army on their own free will. The French army was becoming stronger, with the help of Generals Dumois and Kellerman, the French were able to turn the tide of the battle and defeat the Prussian and Austrian army.